This says nothing.
All right, I have sent Joel Patrick a message to be in the video. Joel, where are you at, buddy? Come on, let's go. Let's go. So many people are requesting to be in that one. Joel?
All right. So we are now live. Let me go ahead and preface with what this debate is on. Joel has said some very dumb shit in the comments and has decided to throw me under the bus.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I
Whose
decided-
comment section were you in, Princess?
I was in your comment section, and then
so
you.
Hunter has said some dumb things in response to my post.
All right, so let's go ahead. So you said that Instagram removing the video you posted of someone being shot has something to do with censorship and Instagram hiding a narrative. How do you substantiate
I said it has to do with them wanting to control a narrative. And if you don't think they're trying to control a narrative, you're not woke, bro. You're not woke.
Okay, so how are they trying to control a narrative?
Because if you're able to show a video, they've already said outright that they are going to start taking down posts that support Second Amendment, and they're going to start taking down posts.
Where do they say that?
It was like, bro, this was trending for like, I don't know, like 4 days. Look up, what's his name? Extreme Lucas Arms. He had videos on it. Extreme Lucas Arms has like 300,000 followers on Instagram, and he does like.
Okay, I've never heard of this at all. I don't know how a video showing that people are showing people getting shot, and then that gets removed, and you're saying that this is some kind of Instagram controlling a narrative. That's complete BS, and also doesn't make sense because if they're trying to stop.
First of all, you're wrong. It does matter because I don't know how many videos I've seen of like a police officer shooting a black guy, and the video stays up and it's got like 1 million views. Wait a minute, I'm not done. And it doesn't get taken down, and that's still a video of somebody getting shot by a gun. I think it's definitely the fact that one of the situations is when it makes the police look bad and it fits the narrative that they're trying to push, and the other one is when it's a good person defending other people with a gun.
Okay, well, I mean, there's really no way to substantiate that because it was mostly just your post that has been removed, where the video's already been.
No, 3%
And
Nation's
also,
posts were removed as well. 3%
me.
Nation's posts were removed as well. Other people took the video from my page, posted it on their page, and had it removed. So no, it was not.
Yeah. So it's the video of people getting shot, and the reason it's getting taken down faster is because it's a relevant and trending news story. This has nothing to do with So you really think how do you think this is working? Do you think there's a little SJW Instagram worker that's like, oh, look, there's a guy shooting, and this guy's a good guy with a gun.
The second time I put it up, I took the sound out of it, and I edited out the part where you actually see the people getting shot. You just see the people running around and pointing guns. So no, it wasn't just that it was a video of people getting shot. They somehow had their algorithm looking for either the footage or certain captions that are associated with the footage, because it got removed 13 different times, and I changed the caption, I changed the way the video was edited, I changed the intro, I changed the warning. Yeah. So
don't you think that's more proof that it's the video that was violating the rules?
I think it's proof that it's algorithmic. I think it's proof that it's algorithmic and that they're removing it because they don't want it out there.
Hold on, it's just funny. There's a bunch of snowflakes in my comments saying that they're going to unfollow me now. All right, guys. Sorry you can't handle the truth.
I don't care if people want to unfollow you, but I do think it's wrong for you to say that censorship doesn't exist when you've been censored yourself.
Yeah, that wasn't censorship.
Okay, how many subscribers do you have?
Oh my God. Are we really going to say that me not getting an accurate amount of views according to my subscribers
is censorship? Through your last couple of videos, you haven't hit 300. You haven't hit half your subscriber base with a video.
Wait, stop, because you're jumping all around right now, and you're not making any sense because you're talking about Instagram enforcing a narrative, and now you're jumping over to YouTube.
No, the whole thing is that it was big tech. The fact that Twitter, the tweet that I tweeted, Twitter took down. Twitter took the tweet that I tweeted complaining about Instagram down. So I screenshotted the tweet and re-uploaded it to Twitter. So no, I'm talking about a coordinated effort of big tech to squash this story.
To squash this story specifically. All right, let me see.
No, they've done it before. Remember Epstein? Why do you got started? Are you
wait, hold on.
kidding me right now, bro? Epstein didn't kill himself. Memes started because mainstream media tried to shut down a story, and we in the meme community said, haha, not on our watch. And then we got people like Joe Rogan and
Yeah,
freaking
dude. Hold on, just to say really quickly, you made a
everyone got it.
you made a claim earlier that Instagram came out and said that they were going to be taking down pro Second Amendment shit or something. I would really like to see what you're talking about because I fact checked that and I literally see no proof of this. I can't find any evidence of this. Maybe some random Instagram page said something about it, but all I know is, look, if you want to talk about big tech censorship,
Some random Instagram page. Dude
Yeah,
trains SWAT teams and Navy SEAls. He's not a random Instagram page. Have you ever heard of the game Modern Warfare?
I'm okay. I'm
He's
sorry.
one of the,
you don't
like-
need to defend. You don't need to defend him. I'm sorry.
All right,
Maybe not a random Instagram
amazing,
page. An Instagram page
Extreme
said
Lucas Arms can defend himself. I don't even get that involved in the two-way thing. I just got involved in this. But it's a fact. Message any of the two-way pages. Message the NRA page if you have to. But it's a thing.
That's literally not proof. That's anecdotal evidence. Let me ask you this: why is that argument? Why does that argument work? Oh, message any pro Second Amendment page, and they'll say their page is having a difficult time.
No. Message any pro Second Amendment page with it was a press release that Instagram released about censoring two-way posts. But you know what? That's not the crux of the argument here. The crux of the argument here is you said that censorship is blown out of proportion and that it's not happening when you've actually had it happen to you. You're like a girl that goes around telling people. You're like, well, actually, robbery is not that big of an issue. I've been broken into my house 6 times in the last week, but robbery's not an issue here. We're good.
No. That's a complete non sequitur and doesn't make any sense. Censorship is the
It doesn't
act
make sense to you because you're a moron.
Okay.
You have to have this little baby mama slide in my DMs complaining about stuff because he's too much of a.
First of all,
Just
I'm not in your fucking DMs, you dumbass.
oh my God, Carissa.
I'm sorry. Has to clout chase on her story, so I'll share it, and then shares it back, and then you share it, and then
okay, so
got our little drama. Yay!
Joel,
I'm attacking Joel Patrick so I can get Instagram followers.
Joel. First of all, you're not that popular, bro. Take it
No,
a time.
right. I'm just more popular.
Secondly,
than you, which is all I need to be.
Oh, right.
for
Yes.
clout chase.
Yep. You are 100% more popular
I
than me,
only
Joel.
need to be. I only need to have one more follower than you for you to effectively clout chase. And in theory,
Right.
I could clout chase
Listen,
somebody
dude,
that has
you're
fewer
literally
followers,
jumping
as long
all
as we
around.
get
This
different
is what you do.
followers than
You
the
just try to.
followers that I have right now.
You're so fucking slippery, Joel. Shut the fuck up and let me actually respond to your dumbass statement you just made. First of all, my YouTube channel got mistakenly taken down and was reinstated in 7 hours.
Mistakenly. Is
In
that what they
7
told you?
hours, it was.
They told me about my
Hold on,
Instagram
wait.
too.
It was.
They said it was a
Wait,
mistake.
stop.
It was a mistake.
It was reinstated. Joel, it was reinstated after 7 hours. Secondly,
Hey, clown. Little clown. Did they ever take down King Batch's page with like 10 million subscribers mistakenly? Because he says the N-word every 2 seconds.
he's a black guy.
So?
And yes,
it's against the
Joel,
terms and conditions.
literally,
It's against
Joel.
the terms and conditions. I got a
Joel.
video taken down for saying the N-word and I'm a black guy.
Okay, you're really slippery and jumping all around. I want to try to stay on this one. I want to try to stay on one subject. All right, now listen to me. As far as the YouTube thing goes, data has literally shown that on every single social media platform, right-leaning pages grow faster, and their information, whether it's like fully right-leaning, like propaganda to that extent, or if it's just like, Fox News, middle of the road, sort of like Republican, all of that shit spreads immensely fast across social media platforms.
It's because that's what people want to see. It doesn't have to do with whether or not they're censored. Look at Alex
What
Jones.
are you talking about? Wait a minute.
When Alex Jones was initially banned, his listenership went way up on the radio. Now that he's been banned for a period of time, it's gone way down because he's not necessarily as relevant anymore. So censorship actually makes you grow to a point, but if they completely delete you, then you're screwed.
Stop. What are you? You're literally you're jumping all around again. I just gave you a fact. Cato Institution.
If
Cato
you say that
Institution is a
something's banned or
libertarian.
that people shouldn't watch it, people will watch it. That's just the way that it works.
Okay, Joel, that's not an argument. I'm saying that Cato Institution did a long meta-analysis that found conservative news, conservative media spreads faster across all social media platforms. So for you to say that social
So
media
that
is
means that censorship is not real. That's the most asinine thing you could possibly say.
well,
Have you
that's
watched none
pretty
of
big.
Jake O'Keefe's exposing videos, exposing Twitter, exposing Facebook? He's filmed them admitting that they're shadow banning accounts, and you're saying it's not real. You're on crack.
I literally,
Get out of my
literally,
face.
Joel. Again, these aren't arguments. You're saying, have you just seen what this one guy said?
Hunter, did you
Whereas
deny
I'm
the
literally
Holocaust in 2014?
no.
I don't know. Somebody said that in the comments.
Yeah, dude, people say a bunch of shit about me. I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm hitting you here with data. I'm hitting you here with
Where are you getting this data?
Look, from Cato Institution. They're literally like a
Cato
liberty.
Institute. Guys, he reads the Cato Institute.
I know, yeah. You can make fun of me, I guess, but
I don't have to make fun of you, bro. You're literally an awkward homeschooler who got a YouTube and a video camera, and now you think you're famous, but you're not. Yeah, I remember when you tried to get paid by that model that I brought.
You're
You're
so
trying
triggered. I
and you
feel
couldn't
bad
figure
for you,
out
Joel.
why you
I
couldn't get
literally-
with it because you're an awkward little child. That's why.
Joel, I feel so bad for you. I'm hitting you here with hard fucking data, and you're
not
responding by
hitting
being
me
like,
with anything, bro.
okay, so wait. Is the fact that all conservative media grows faster at a faster rate and spreads faster, how is this, how do you still explain
That
censorship?
doesn't mean that it's not censored, bro.
So how is it censored then? Where's the proof of it being censored? Because I can give
They
you data.
delete accounts,
No.
bro.
Wait.
They delete accounts. They delete accounts all the time. Angry Vet got deleted 14 times in 1 year.
Okay, and you know what? Did you know that Queer Kids stuff, along with a bunch of other LGBT channels, are also suing YouTube, alleging censorship? So if it's
Yeah, but they
conservative
weren't-
censorship,
And their content's just junk.
okay. So do you realize what a fucking hypocrite you are? When it's like the gays who are suing YouTube, they're like, "Yeah, we're getting censored. My videos are demonetized. This is censorship, free speech." You're like, "No, it's just because their content's bad." And then when it's conservatives, when I'm like, "Hey, wait."
So your viewership went down.
Wait,
So
wait,
you're admitting that
stop.
your viewership
Joel,
went down because your
Joel,
content's bad.
Joel,
So you're admitting
Joel.
that you just make garbage content.
Joel,
I'm glad
literally-
everybody knows that. Guys, make sure you go check out Hunter Avalone's stuff because this is why he's doing it. He wants the free publicity.
Okay,
Just
okay.
check it out. It's not that
Joel,
great
hold on,
right now,
hold on,
but it used to be good. So Hunter,
Joel.
when you get done being a washed up has-been, and you can join us in the relevant squad.
All right, Joel,
we can
are you gonna actually let me talk,
All
or are
right,
you just gonna
bye.
Are you actually gonna hang up on me? Are you this much of a little bitch that you're gonna actually hang up on me when I'm hitting you with data? Look, let me give you this right now. So far, you've given me a lot of really good, funny little insults and tried to be slick and mean or whatever. But let me tell you what I have said so far. Okay, multiple channels, no matter where they lay on the political spectrum, have reported or have claimed censorship or that their videos are demonetized.
Hey, your little monkey fans said that your following is triple mine. They must not know that I actually have a Facebook and a Twitter.
Joel, you're not letting me. Joel, you're not letting me
monkeys.
talk, and it's really funny that you accuse me of clout chasing, but then you're like over here like jerking yourself off about having like a lot of Facebook followers. And by the way, I've looked at your Facebook. You get like 12 likes. So shut the fuck up and let me actually finish making a real statement.
12
right?
likes,
So,
bro.
Literally, there's been data. There have been countless. There have
I
been
have
multiple.
9 million views a week on my content on my Facebook page. So
There have been.
your little petty YouTube channel with 650,000 subscribers does not get that. So you can suck me off right now.
Oh, okay.
You don't know why I,
I
have
got
some, bro. I have followers because of Facebook. You turd.
Joel, wait. But I thought conservatives are censored. So how
My
are you getting
video
so many
with
views a
Caleb
month?
Bennett
I mean,
had
how
10
are
million
you getting so many?
You've
Wait,
never
wait,
had
stop,
10
stop.
million views on
How are
any
you getting
video.
so how are you getting so many views every week if conservatives are censored? I thought that the big scary SJWs over at fucking Facebook are stifling out conservative pages, and now you're over here bragging about how many followers you're getting. Literally, you're over here flexing when I'm trying to debate you, and all you're doing is contradicting yourself and making yourself look like such a fucking clown, which is funny because it's exactly what I knew you were, because you're just a fucking conservative grifter. Because you might actually remember that you called me up after my censorship shit and told me that you support me, and now you're over here peddling conservative censorship myths because you're a fucking grifter. You have zero principles. Now let me actually finish the damn statement.
Which is
I'm trying
why
to
I
do.
make my money off
I'm
of
actually
social
getting-
media.
no, no,
like
I'm
you
actually
do,
getting-
you faggot.
I'm
I
actually
actually have a job. Some of us actually have jobs out here. We don't depend on social media for money, selling our garbage merch. I sell merch because it's funny. I think my merch is legit funny. I have actually made $0 selling merch, and I sold a bunch of it. But I made
okay,
$0.
look.
You make your
So-
money off of YouTube, and you call me a grifter, bro. You would not have an apartment right now.
Do you know what a grifter is, Joel? Joel, do you know what a grifter
So
is, Joel?
don't even
I know
at
you're
me,
not
bro.
very smart, but
Don't even
I know
at
you're, I know,
me.
Joel, I know you're not really very smart, but actually, you know what? I don't even care. You can think what you want about me. You can even call me a grifter. I don't
Where
care.
did you
I
go
just want to get back to
Oh, that's right, your basement. So
because I
you
want to
can't
try to
even
hold on.
begin
Wait,
to
stop.
tell me I'm
I'm
not
trying to
very
make
smart.
a.
You don't have
I'm trying
any
to.
education whatsoever. Plus, I make more money in a month than you probably do in a year. So you can.
How does this? Okay, wait. So can we go back to the censorship thing? All right. Let's get back to the censorship shit because I want to know how conservatives are censored. Where's the proof? Where's the data? Because the data that I have provided shows that conservative information spreads quicker and conservative pages grow faster. So I want to know where the data is supporting that conservatives are censored. So can I have some, please? Because I can give you more data if you want. I actually have some more statistics on me, too, if you'd like to hear them.
You look like you gained some weight. Things not going well at home.
This is your argument? Is this really your argument right now? Joel, please give me something, my friend.
So you totally forgot the video that James O'Keefe leaked where Twitter admitted to censoring conservative accounts and shadow banning accounts. So
Did you know that Project Veritas is actually like a scam corporation that's actually been? Did you know that? Did you know that James O'Keefe was sued in 2014 for falsely editing footage, and he was forced to pay out a huge fine? So I don't think that's a very compelling.
Are you even conservative? Are you even conservative? I don't think you are.
Wait. What does this have to do with being conservative?
He was sued by Planned Parenthood.
No. You know what? He may have been, but that's not what I was referring to. He was sued by something else in 2014. The Planned Parenthood thing happened in 2015, I believe. This was in 2013 or 2014. He filmed someone at a TV station, then falsely edited it, and actually multiple different videos of his have been exposed for being falsely edited.
Actually, there is some evidence. James O'Keefe actually leaked the video too of ABC failing to report on the Epstein story. They buried the story, and he leaked the footage. And
this is getting off topic again.
Remember you said that there was no censorship? Why did the Epstein story go away? Why did it go away? And why did you bring it back?
Joel, wait, stop, please, because you just said something really dumb. I never said that there's no censorship. I think that there are certainly times where conservatives on college campuses, for example, are censored or discouraged from expressing their views. And I think that that's a total, awful thing. I speak against that all the time. I'm talking about a very specific, the claim that you are making about conservative censorship on big tech. So the ABC thing is completely irrelevant. I agree. Listen, with what ABC did, that was a bunch of bullshit. That was stupid. They should have, gone forward with the story. Obviously, I wholeheartedly condemn ABC censoring that story. But that's not what we're talking about here. I'm trying to have a discussion with you on conservative censorship. So I will ask you again, where is the data to support that conservatives are overwhelmingly censored? Because I have given you data that shows conservatives are overwhelmingly more successful, they grow faster, and their information spreads quicker across all social media platforms. And I can also show you multiple different.
Explain to me how that means that they're not being censored. Just because your information spreads faster doesn't mean you're not being censored. No, stop. You're going to listen. In China right now, it's illegal to be a Christian, and Christians are being killed for their faith. Guess where Christianity is spreading the fastest of any country in the world? China. There are more Christians in China than there are people in the United States. So to say something that's censored, the gospel is a perfect example. To say something's being censored is why it would spread. Asinine, because that's exactly why it would spread, because it's being censored. It seems like every time Christians are killed for their faith,
you just said you get 9 million views a week on your Facebook, and now you're turning around saying conservatives are censored. Listen to me. Hold on, listen. Because you're making complete false equivalencies here.
I didn't say we were all censored or that there's no way we're ever going to be.
Okay, so where's the data? Joel, where's the data? Because you keep talking, you literally are either insulting me or just pointing to these niche little examples or saying something about China. Give me a fucking example of where Hunter gets pegged. Dude, your fans are so cringy. Anyway, where's the data?
As are yours. As are yours.
Please give me the data.
Hunter,
Where's the data?
You yourself have been censored, and they
I
called it
wasn't
a
censored.
mistake.
My channel was
I have
deleted
been
by
censored,
mistake.
and they called it a mistake. There is no debate here. You and I have both experienced this. You're just
realize
denying
it's
you experienced it.
That's
You
wait,
literally
stop.
found the
Because,
neighborhood, had his
dude,
house broken
do you realize?
into.
Wait.
Well,
Let me.
actually, that was
Can I
just
ask you something? How is this any different?
It wasn't a real
How is this any
building.
different than if a
Real-
feminist? How is this? How is that argument you just made any different than a feminist saying, "Yo, me and my friend Tina, we were paid less at our job at McDonald's, so that's proof that the wage gap exists." You can't invoke anecdotes. See, you're silent because you don't have a response.
Okay. Not anecdotes. Typical liberal's been taken down. Angry vet's been taken down.
What?
Every major
What?
account that I've
These are
has been
wait, stop,
taken down.
stop,
And then they
stop.
said it was
These are
an
anecdotes. These are anecdotes.
Those are not
First of all,
anecdotal. Those are the typical liberal is the biggest conservative account that's not verified on the internet.
and now that's wait, because now you're jumping around again. First it was stop, because first it was conservatives are censored. Now it's typical liberal, who you just said is the biggest conservative page, because you're right. He has over 1 million followers, isn't verified, so now that's censorship?
No,
Is everything?
I
This
didn't
is what
say
I'm
him
talking about
not
with you.
being verified was censorship. I didn't say him
Okay,
not
so
being
what does that have to
verified
do
was
with the
censorship. There are a
censorship
lot of
thing? Why would you
factors
say
that come
that?
into being verified. That's not what I said. I named them. You asked for evidence. I gave you all of the major accounts have been taken down at one time or another. That's censorship. You don't hear about, I don't know, Barstool Sports and
Not
World
true.
Star
Actually, you know what?
taken down.
You know what? That's actually not true. I used to follow this page called it's this guy named Krill, and his thing, he was verified. He had over 1 million followers. His thing was like Slut Whisper or something, and he would post like really edgy memes, and he would post videos of like girls kind of.
That evidence was anecdotal. That's not evidence.
No, I mean, you gave me anecdotes, so all I'm trying to say is that there are other people who are apolitical that are posting.
Here's the gist of it.
And I've had their accounts
I've been
deleted
trolling you
permanently.
this entire time. I really don't care what you have to say. I think you're a joke when it comes to this particular
I know, because I've given.
argument.
Yeah, because listen,
your other
you think I'm a
content
joke
is
because
okay. I think you're a joke when it comes to pretending conservatives aren't censorship, and I've literally been trolling you
well,
this entire time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a really good good cover for you acting like a complete fucking gay moron on here. But listen, last thing really quickly.
Oh, so
Would
now
you
we're
like-
stooping.
When the debate is lost,
Would you-
slander becomes the tool of the loser.
Joel, you're acting like are you drunk right now, dude? Are you all right? Look, can you give just all I want to know is
Hey,
can you
Hunter,
give
I
me
hate to say this in front of all your fans, but you actually have like no friends and you live alone. So I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for you. I'm actually in the bathroom right now. People are
I
asking
thought-
my bathroom because I'm taking a dump on Hunter. That's why. So
this
yeah.
if this okay, can you would you
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be at the March for Life. I'd love to have you come out and actually defend some conservative values and stop hiding in the closet and go out there and debate the Black Israelites. It's probably going to be some great content. You should definitely look into that.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm going to go to the March for Life. I'm going to the March for Life already. It's going to be really interesting. But
Make sure you bring your wife and your baby, and make sure you march for life. It's very important.
oh wait. I have a wife and baby now. I thought that I lived alone.
Oh wait, are you guys even married?
Look, Joel.
Oh, shoot. Are you having premarital, extramarital relationships?
Joel.
And you're talking about conservatism, and you didn't even bother to get married?
What are you, Joel? Are you
but
literally
Joel is the fake conservative. I'm so sorry, Hunter, that I'm not as much of a conservative
Joel,
as
we
you.
are
Maybe
Joel.
I can get somebody pregnant out of wedlock, and then I can be a real conservative like Hunter Avalon. Yeah. You're welcome, Hunter.
You know what? This is exactly why I wanted to debate you, because I knew
No,
you
you
were
wanted
going
to debate me because you wanted to actually get some people to tune into your live stream, because if I
Yes,
wasn't here, it'd be like 100 people.
You
So you're
got me.
welcome.
You got me. You nailed
I
me,
got
Joel.
you. Cloud
Look,
chaser. Thou
could
art
you-
a cloud chaser.
Could you actually please tell me
It was an accident.
what's the date? Where is Joel?
One of your followers said it wasn't.
Yeah, he is trolling us.
Oh my gosh.
Joel,
I'm
wait,
dead.
just give me. Can I please have data, please?
I'm sure your mom was so proud, wasn't she?
Joel, can you give me some data? How are conservatives being mass censored.
I didn't say it was mass censorship. I said that conservatives are censored disproportionately to non-conservatives, and everyone knows that that's
But
factual.
Is that
That's
not
not
because
even a debate anymore.
everyone knows that that's factual? Oh my, Joel. Are we really gonna wait? Are we really gonna pull from consensus?
Okay.
Objective truth?
Alex Jones, perfect example. Alex Jones and Infowars.
Alex
Everything
Jones
got
is
taken
not a
down.
conservative.
Everything that
Alex
got.
Jones is not a conservative.
Yes, he is, you tard.
Alex Jones is a conspiracy theorist idiot.
He's
Are you
still a
crazy right now?
conservative.
You want to call that guy a conservative? I mean, okay, if you really want
He
to.
helped get Trump elected. His page had 20 million views a day with him
And
promoting Trump.
Right, and you know what happened is he continued to violate the YouTube rules. They actually contacted him directly, repeatedly, and
Oh, and
said,
I'm
"Look,
sure he
dude."
violated the Instagram rules and the Facebook rules and the Twitter rules as well.
Yeah, he did actually. Twitter was under fire.
And I'm sure that
Joel.
was worth getting
Joel,
banned.
wait, stop. You're not.
Literally, he was. No one in history has been censored the way Laura Loomer, Milo Yiannopoulos, and Alex Jones have been
Milo
censored. I don't agree with them on everything, but I
Hold
do
on,
agree that they get to speak because freedom of speech
I
is
agree
that
that they get to
everyone
speak
gets a
too.
voice.
They 100%
Why
get
are
to
you
speak.
saying them getting censored was not conservative censorship?
Because listen to me. One, Milo has a YouTube with like 800K, so he's not been really like I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
Secondly,
gotten banned
Alex,
off Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
and secondly, Twitter didn't actually ban Alex Jones when all the other companies were banning him, and Twitter was under fire for it. And they were like, "Sorry, he didn't do anything to break the rules. We're not going to ban him just for being Alex Jones." And then he did break the rules, and then they banned him. So first of all, you're conflating.
So why did they ban Sarah Jong?
I don't know who that is.
The one who had all those tweets about how white people are like groveling goblins and need to live underground, and how she gets joy out of terrorizing old white men, and numerous other things that were actually violations of the rules, which they took the tweets down, but they didn't ban her. Why did they ban her?
I don't know because
I will agree with you. Conservatives break the rules. That's true. But the rules are disproportionately enforced against conservatives.
I mean, you can feel that way, but it's just not supported by the data.
Yes, it is supported by the data. They disproportionately enforce the rules
data?
against conservatives.
No, it isn't. No, that's literally not true. Conservatives just disproportionately break the rules, Joel.
Okay, all right. Let's go outside of social media for a second. So you're telling me I got 2 record deals from 2 major record companies that then looked at my social media and withdrew the offers that they gave because of what? Why did they do that?
That may have had something to
They
do with.
literally looked at my Instagram and were like, "We're not okay with what you are posting on Instagram."
Joel,
They literally said that.
Okay, that may have been censorship. That's you're moving.
So
You're
then
moving.
censorship against
No,
conservatives
you're moving.
exists.
Joel,
That's
stop.
all
You're
I'm
moving the
saying.
goal.
Does it
Joel.
exist? Does censorship against conservatives exist?
That wasn't what we were debating.
Does censorship against conservatives exist?
Yes, but not on big tech. We're debating censorship on big tech. If a record deal said we're not going to sign you because you're conservative, that might be censorship. But big tech is not censoring conservatives. And also, you said something wrong earlier. You said that this has something to do with freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is literally in the Constitution and based on how.
I feel like the reason that you're such a proponent against this is because you're trying to protect yourself and you care more about protecting yourself and your than you do about the actual conservative movement. So guess who's the sellout? Guess who's the coon? Guess who's the grifter in this debate? That would be you.
Joel, wait, because I'm able to provide you studies. Wait, because
maybe one day you'll actually get paid.
Wait, I'm able to provide you studies, though, from Cato Institute.
Studies. All right, cite them.
I did. Cato Institute.
Give me an author. Author and date. Need an author and a date. I can't just look up Cato Institute. Oh, you don't know? Well, that's not evidence.
Joel,
No.
my God, dude, would you shut the fuck up and let me actually talk for a second? Cato Institute did a meta-analysis on like multiple different I think it was different studies, or it may have just been one of their own studies, and they literally found that.
Hey, hang on. Somebody in the comments says we won't debate Nick Fuentes. I'd debate him if he'd debate, but he hasn't asked me to debate. So,
look, Oh yeah, people are saying one study doesn't prove anything. There have been other studies too, like there have been
And
like
there have been studies proving that it's real too, Hunter. And
where
you're denying it.
cite them, author and
Do you believe?
institution.
Okay, Breitbart did an extensive research
Which one?
into censorship.
Where? Who did it? Because I gave you Cato Institute and I gave you what the
Literally
study was.
along the
What did
party,
Breitbart find? What
The
were
guy
the findings?
you introduced me to, who got my Instagram back.
Yeah, so
Why do you throw people under the bus that have helped you get to where you are as if you're never going to need them again? That's a very bad business practice.
who am I throwing under the bus?
Breitbart. How many articles have they written on censorship?
I don't know, or I don't care. I mean,
Thousands.
Joel, don't you think that it would be? Let me ask you this: don't you think it would be worse if I were going to support something that was not supported by data and evidence?
It
just
is
because-
supported by data and evidence.
Where?
What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
I want to. I was able to give you a study with a name.
I gave you a reliable source, Breitbart. I can give you 3 more. The Daily Caller, the Daily Wire. Literally any conservative media outlet that's ever written an article has written an article on conservative censorship.
Okay, wait.
What are you
Stop. That is not what I'm asking for here, because I gave you a study where data was collected over a long period of time
They
to
have
find out whether there's algorithmic bias towards conservatives, and it found that there was none. In fact, they found the opposite, that conservative pages grow faster and do better than
Stephen
liberal
Crowder,
pages and neutral
Caitlin
pages.
Bennett, Alex Jones.
Now
Laura
we're into the
All
anecdotes.
of these
All right,
people
look,
have been censored for being conservative.
where? I mean, Alex Jones.
I don't like the
maybe.
guy, but for goodness sakes, Kyle Kashuv was censored for being conservative. Had his
Where's Kyle
Harvard
Kashuv censored?
thing withdrawn.
How was Kyle Kashuv censored?
His he had his
The thing is,
admission
here's the
to
thing,
Harvard
and let me
withdrawn.
explain. Let me explain why I'm actually trying to be serious here. Let me explain why I have an issue with that mentality. Is because you can use like personal anecdotal evidence to support virtually any claim. So like, if I were to say, let me just try. I don't know. I could say, if I say, Joel, cars are trying to run me over. Or every time I go outside, cars are trying to run me over. And you would probably say, what's the proof of that? And if I said, once I was kind of crossing the street and a car nearly hit me and then swerved, I can maybe pull out an anecdotal evidence of something that,
Okay,
like,
now pause there. Okay,
Okay.
if every time you step into the street in front of a car, then that's on you. But if you're saying that every time you step into the street out of nowhere a car swerves towards you, then I think it would be reasonable to assume that cars are trying to run you over.
right? But what I'm
Okay,
saying is that,
this is not
But hold on.
a battle about whether or not conservative censorship exists. Most people that are conservative, that have a brain in their heads, understand that conservative censorship exists. You are like literally alone in that camp as a conservative. I want you to name
I
me
don't-
3 conservatives that agree with you. 3 of them.
that's, first of all, that's not how anyone gathers truth, is based on who else in their party agrees with them. That's what I mean, by the way, with calling you a grifter.
Okay,
Secondly-
okay, explain that. No, wait. You call me a grifter. How have I grifted my following, my audience? How have I made money off of the movement? Tell me.
Wait, stop, because
No,
hold on.
you call me a grifter, and a
I know.
grifter is someone that makes money at the expense of
No,
other people for one,
No, it's not. That's literally not what a
with
grifter
something they
is.
don't believe. So explain to me how I'm a grifter.
Yes, I will explain to you how you're a grifter. When I did
Since
the
you're the
video,
one that actually makes money off of the movement, and you would be unemployed without it.
well, hold on. That's Joel. I don't think you're
Have you
clear.
ever had a job, like an actual job?
Joel, hold on. You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer you. So when I call you a grifter, right? A grifter is not someone who makes money. Like, I'm glad that
that's
I
exactly what a grifter is.
no. Joel, please let me just finish what I'm saying. No, it is not. I make money.
What is a grifter? Since you
I'm
clearly
getting
don't care
to
about
it,
teaching.
Joel, I'm literally getting to it, and you interrupt me every fucking second. Hold on and let me explain. I make money off of what I do. You make money off of what you do. I do not think you are a grifter because you make money. That's
I
not
don't
what a
make money
grifter
off
is.
of what I do.
Okay, even if you don't, it doesn't change the fact that you're still a grifter. Because a
No, I
grifter
would
is
need to make money in order to be a grifter.
that's literally not true, Joel. A grifter is someone who shifts their opinions and doesn't really have any true principles. They just go along with what everyone else says because it's popular, and they know in the end it'll benefit them. Sure, the benefit could be financially, but it doesn't have to be. It's not exclusive to being financial. It could also just be more followers, popularity, acceptance, whatever. And the reason I'm calling you a grifter is because when I made my video talking about the censorship thing, you called me and said you were on my side.
I was on your side against the white nationalists. I am not on your side about saying conservative censorship doesn't exist. If you say it doesn't exist, I am not on your side. I supported you attacking Nick Fuentes. I did not support you saying conservative censorship doesn't exist. I've been censored. Now, do people sometimes blow it out of proportion? Yes. Do people sometimes
I appreciate you agreeing with that.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just like because people make false rape accusations, that doesn't mean people aren't actually getting
People don't follow me.
Propagating that nonsense.
People don't follow me.
The other thing that I want to make sure that this is very clear.
Wait, stop. You said something. I get a check. Joel.
Someone that has more. That's why I said,
buddy. Yo,
I don't think I have more followers, although I do have more video views, and I have like more real, actual tangible things. I have a radio show. I have music. I have things that are here outside of just being a YouTuber or just a social media personality. I also have a job, but that's another discussion for another time. I also don't think infighting is very beneficial to the conservative movement, and this is not a hill I'm going to die on. And you've already wasted a solid 45 minutes of my time. So you're welcome for letting me, I don't know, make you famous on Instagram for a little bit. I hope you have a nice time.
We have 400 people watching, bro. Chill out with your ego. Oh, look, he left. All right, guys. Well, let me go ahead and yeah, Joel is the absolute shit at debating, and I knew he would be. Guys, listen, let me just go ahead and say what I said about what I'm, let me finish off my piece about the censorship thing, all right? Look, I used to believe in the censorship thing. I really did. I used to think that conservatives were censored, but then here's the thing. I saw data, hard data, studies that contradicted that way of thinking. So for me, see, here's the thing. I'm very like data driven. Oh, look, now Joel's in the comments making fun of me. Ooh, the insecurity on that guy. Look, I'm very data driven. So when I see data that contradicts my mindset, I have a very hard time holding hard to a mindset that isn't supported by data. If we can see some data or some facts that show conservatives are overwhelmingly censored or whatever, some kind of compilation, something to show that the algorithms are biased towards conservatives or something like that, then I would probably reconsider my position. But right now, all we have is this guy, Joel, who literally just called me fat for like 45 minutes and then boasted that he has a lot of followers and then said that conservatives are censored. So look, I can't help but follow the data. You guys should check out my video on Project Veritas, actually. I go into it really, really in depth. And look, I have to follow the data. That's who I am. Like, my whole thing is facts over feelings. Joel, literally, his whole argument is, well, it happened to this one person, so therefore it's happening to conservatives or what? Like, no, I want to see some hard data, which Joel was unable to provide. That's why every time I asked him to, he only he resorted to just like really petty insults. Yeah, you're not fat. That's how you know you won. I know, guys. He began throwing insults almost immediately. The whole time I was citing data, he was throwing like insults. And that's the thing. That's what a lot of these people do is see a lot of conservatives, they claim to be facts over feelings, but when you actually present them with like some pretty good data that kind of contradicts their victim mentality, then they literally shut down and resort to insults. So that's pretty much what happened with Joel Patrick. Yeah, but he's just a fucking idiot. Alex, I see you. Alex,
McHero. I see you. And you better be joking, dude, or you can be on here next and get wrecked. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for tuning into to the stream. A lot of fun, honestly. Even though it was a little difficult because he was so difficult to actually fucking talk to. But guys, I also have a new video dropping tomorrow, so make sure you. Someone else wants to debate censorship? All right, let's go.
Hello, Hunter. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I hope you're going to be a little bit better than the last guy I just talked to.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be fine. I'm actually love to debate with you. I always want to debate with you. So, mate, how's been going in America?
Good. Yeah. Honestly, your accent kind of took me a little bit by surprise. I'm not going to lie. No offense.
Well, I'm Australian. I'm Australian.
Okay, cool. So what's your beliefs with the censorship thing?
Well, I believe that YouTube is a bit stuffed up at the moment. I believe they only care for themselves and not for the community.
Well, I can agree with you on that, but that's not really censorship. Like, I agree.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Well, could I just really quickly interject one more thing? I'm sorry. I don't want to like cut you off or anything, but
It's okay.
I actually think that there's an argument against like YouTube is a company, right? They're a corporation. They want to make money. So in my mind, it makes sense that YouTube wants to monetize the most content imaginable, right? And they used to monetize everything, including like conservative content. And it wasn't until the mainstream media gave them a bunch of shit about it that they had to change. And actually, even I agree, by the way, that there's a shit ton of issues with YouTube. I do think that they're a greedy, money-hungry corporation, but I don't really know what that has to do with censorship necessarily, especially when like there are tons of really successful conservatives on the platform. And also, sorry, just one more thing, and then I will let you speak. But I make some of the most overtly kind of edgy content, in like the conservative sphere, even though I really don't identify myself that way any longer. And like YouTube, I have like almost like not really a personal relationship, but like I've talked to people in YouTube. I've been invited to like their like corporation in LA to learn how to grow my channel. A lot of my content is monetized, so I just don't really see the bias against conservatives, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
I know that's
it's a fair point.
I'm acknowledging that's anecdotal. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, it's okay, because at the end of the day, however, Google and YouTube may claim that they're doing the right thing, but unfortunately, there are always things that Google and YouTube will cover up, including with the Onionson situation, because Onionson is censoring things because he claims, because he copyrights things that even though they use for fair use, and they have a broken situation. And the problem here is YouTube just doesn't listen. And unfortunately, if they want to actually, be able to actually be the greatest, how should I put it, a good business, they got to make sure they have good policies to enforce. Otherwise, it could lead to a situation in which the government may have to step in.
Well, okay, because so I understand what you're saying, but it doesn't really have anything to do with conservative censorship. Like, I agree that YouTube
it's nothing to do with conservative censorship. It's the whole situation. The left and the right. They're not very good at enforcing policies that benefits both sides.
I mean, I can maybe agree with that, but as far as what you said with the Onision thing, like, yeah, he abuses the copyright system, which is a problem, but that's just not like censorship. Like, that just doesn't have anything to do with censorship. So,
censorship can be in many forms. It can be suppression. It can be deletion.
Right,
it can be sharing. There are many different types of censorship.
Well, hold on, Jacob, because the discussion here are social media platforms targeting and censoring conservatives? And I'm arguing no, but they're not. So I want to know.
In what way do you think they're not targeting?
What? Could you say that again?
What made you think that YouTube and Google are not targeting conservatives?
Well, there are literally thousands upon thousands of like extremely successful, enormous conservative channels on YouTube that do very well. They thrive. Their content's always out on the algorithm, and they're getting millions upon millions of views. Secondly, like the what I brought up with the Joel Patrick debate, I don't know if you watched the whole thing, but I continuously was bringing up this study done by Cato Institute. There are other studies as well. There have been some other really compelling ones as well. Some independent studies also. I cite Cato Institution though because they're more like libertarian, right-leaning, and they did studies that found that conservative content spreads crazy. Like it's extremely successful and spreads really quickly and grows faster on social media platforms. So I don't know how I can believe that these tech companies are trying to like stifle out conservatives when we're seeing conservatives thrive and be really successful. Like to me, this is the same argument that feminists make. They're like, oh, the patriarchy exists. Oh, us women are being held down. But then we're like, how? You're graduating college at faster rates and you're making more money than your male counterparts in your early 20s. So where's the patriarchy? This is, for me, that argument is the exact same with the censorship thing.
Well, in response to that, how they expand wide because they're successful, there's a thing called the Barbra Streisand effect. And it all started with Barbra Streisand when she tried to take down something, and as a result, people tried to look for it, they spread it all over the place. So it's kind of similar to the Barbra Streisand effect.
How so? Could you elaborate a little more?
Well, I'll give you a big story. Barbra Streisand, someone actually took a photo of her house somewhere, and she tried to get it taken down. And as a result, people just wanted to spread all over the place with the photo, and it just went all over the place on internet, the media. So I think it's because
that's a really common. That's a really common response when I bring up the fact that conservatives grow faster. They're like, well, they're probably just being censored, so that's why people are watching them more. But that isn't, first of all, that's literally not supported by any data whatsoever. Secondly, conservatives are not being censored in the sense that they're very successful with getting out on the algorithm, and their videos are promoted by YouTube. I mean, look at like PragerU and Steven Crowder. They have like millions upon millions of followers. Same with like there's Facebook pages that are really successful. And a lot of these liberal pages, they don't perform even half as well as the conservative pages. Now, I will say, yeah, a lot of conservative content creators are more popular, generally speaking. But even so, they're still getting out on the algorithm, and there's really been no data to show that anything's otherwise. Like, again, to me, that's the same argument as being like, well, the patriarchy probably exists, so that's just making women want to work even harder, and that's why they're graduating faster and making more money than men. Like,
I don't believe in a sort of feminist bullcrap, you know. I don't believe in the feminist bullcrap, you know. I just think they're a bunch of liars.
But what I'm saying is that mentality, the YouTube, like the big tech censorship, is almost identical to how feminists argue about like patriarchy and the wage gap. Like it's not founded on anything.
Yeah, well, Australia has a different views on business, considering we actually have unfair dismissal laws and other laws against businesses. Not to America, we don't have First Amendment protections.
We don't have what?
Australia doesn't have First Amendment in the Constitution, so we tend to have a very different view on how businesses should run their businesses over to America. So I understand what you're saying, that because that it's very popular, that we're very successful, and they're still on, you know, they actually have very good amount of reach. But at the end of the day, whatever YouTube does that could be biased. That's so biased, not by perish the thought, but like because the way how they enforce the rules, like based on the behavior, because the way how a conservative behaves to a liberal behaves, and because the bias of thought from a political spectrum could influence a decision that a conservative may do differently. Because if a liberal thinks differently because of their liberal spectrum, then a conservative thinks will act differently because of their conservative spectrum. So, because as you'll know,
I'm not sure what that has to do with the censorship, to be honest. But I have another caller.
well, because
I have another caller that wants to pop in, so I think I'm gonna invite him in. But it was great chatting, dude. Good
no
talk.
worries, mate. Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, mate.
Let me invite this other guy in. Let's see.